Right, this is Sheila. It's August 2010, and I'm just going to do the cassette of Mayfield in Sussex, an audio cassette that I done, which is accompanied by a few photos, but not many, because I'm waiting for cameras to be developed, film to be developed, so they'll be added at a later date. So this is me roaming around Sussex at the moment, looking for ancestors for my children and my own, but mine are more like the medieval ones. Right, so here we go, over to Mayfield.
Right, I've got to St Dunstan's. I've had a look inside, but I've mainly taken photos. I didn't do any talking when I was in there. It's a historic place, it's usual things in there. So I'm now out in the graveyard, having a look round for names, and I've come across some Martins, and then very faint, there's lots of colour placard, must be a very healthy place. There's a John Buss, who died in, it looks, 1832, January the 30th, and aged, looks like 66 years. So I don't know if it's a relation at all. This is, of course, at Mayfield. We went to Mayfield yesterday and nothing was fruitful. It wasn't very fruitful at Buxted, even though it's mentioned a lot. But, yeah, Rothfield, well, they're mentioned a lot anyway. In the that's unusual, isn't it? Let me take a picture. There's a picture here of a very unusual thing. I don't know who the grave belongs to. But there's a very unusual unusual headstone there. Let's see who it is though. Oh, in that one. I'm just turning off for a minute. Right, this is certainly a very large graveyard indeed. It goes down for miles. It's only a little village. There's hundreds of people here. And I got a bad foot. I think I got something bit me this morning. I got a thorn in it, my toe. And ever since then, I've had trouble. Well, I'm just going off again. Right then, this certainly is a large graveyard. Now this isn't, normally I've got video when I'm talking, but I've got to go back to the old ways for this trip. Now the church has got scaffolding all up one side of it, so it's having repair work done. There's a whole load of graves They've got lots of colour placards, so it must be a healthy place. And so far I haven't found anything. It doesn't matter necessarily. I don't think there are that many here. It might have even been another name that I had to look for. It might not have been Moon at all. We'll do what we can. I am pretty thorough. I've got this ability to get very quicker. But of course I can't today. I'm speeding around, I think. I might have a broken toe. Or whatever stuck in my toe this morning has caused it to give me that paracetamol. I should have had a paracetamol really. I could have taken one in the car. Numb the pain. Just like with your big toe, you don't realise how it's painful, right? You don't want to put any weight on it. Oh, shut up, Peter. No, this is a part of the holiday. I'm now looking in a little wooded area. See if I can see anything, because you'd be surprised what you find growing out of trees. You'd be surprised. Roger's family. Like I said, it is big. I'll take some photos in a minute. You can see how big it is. Not as big as the London ones, of course. Nothing can compare with them, can it? So what I'm doing, just moving around, I'm just looking at names. If anything becomes familiar, I shall mention it. But of course, I've often recognised names from the census, from like neighbours and things like that, you know. Oh, that was creepy. I thought someone was following me then. It was really creepy up there. I should have worn pumps really doing this, because fortunately this has all been cut back. I don't have to go ploughing through. This is just an example of what I'm doing now of Sheila on one of her family tree trips. Like I say, I like doing it because this is for my children, don't forget. This is their ancestors on the other side. That's what I'm doing. From that seat down, right, let's go this side. Work our way down from the seat. I'll do that when we come back up that path. You have to have a system. You always miss. You can miss. It has happened to me lots of times. Now this place, Mayfield, it's got a very posh school, St Leonard's here. It's got a lot of history attached. And there's a lot of sort of posh people. You can tell when they're posh. A lot of posh people around. Snooty, stuck up. It's true. You do get people like that, you know. They stick their nose up in the air at you. Because I'm limping. I've got skin condition. People think you're a leper. That's the thing. Well, there's some unusual. I've just looked behind. There's some unusual graves. I am taking pictures of these unusual ones. I might take this with the William Henry Gay's 1853 to 1934, rest in peace, and his wife Winifred. She died in 1945. Because I don't know why he's got this monument to him. He might have been a poet or something. They tend to have elaborate stones sometimes. Of course, this one, I've got to remember all this, don't forget, because this is not a video photo. This is cassette talking, taking photo. So it's just, I'm not bothered. I'm in my element doing this. This is what I come here for. Not one moon so far, not even scanning. Can I see any? Not even scanning. I think it was such a big family. There might be some down there in the new ones, but descendants of the ancients. Lost out where I was looking now. This is where you do miss, you see. Of course, people might get bored stiff listening to what it is. All it is me wandering about looking for grace. Now, it might rain in a minute. I thought I felt a spot then. I've been lucky so far. I've been very lucky. It's that sort of swirling, drifting cloud that might decide to come down and get you. Don't know what I'm going to do then. Because the thing is, because my foot's hurting, I haven't got the speed to whiz around here like I normally would. So I'm really struggling with my foot. I'm really struggling with it. Right, I'm just going to turn off for a minute. I thought it was going to chime. St Dunstan's just done Westminster bells. It didn't go boing, boing, boing. I'm not quite sure what the time is, whether it's 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Oh, so painful. I could have been bitten by a snake. Could have done. So it went like it this morning. I think it's my own fault for wearing bloody sandals. No socks on. So it's bloody attacked me. It ain't this bad. I'll take painkillers and wear shoes. I'll get out of the car. I don't like wearing shoes in all weather though. It hurts. I think it's getting more painful as the day goes. Right, I'm back here. Nice sad. I've got all that to do yet. Alright, we're going to sit here for a minute. Just sit here for a minute and have a drink. I don't know if I've got any food. Oh, I'm chatting away. I bet all that's on there. What do you think I'd forget, see? All that'd be on. All my moaning. I'm just sat on a bench now. And this is a wooden bench. Been here 20 years, I swear. In loving memory of Douglas Morton Bull, 1900 to 1983. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely view. I should take a picture from here. Right, here we've got, here in place the body of Alexander Reed. that's spelled R-E-A-D, who departed this place 22nd of October, looks like 1755. That's an old grave, isn't it? It's Reed spelt with an A. That was the bell. I've missed the ding dong. So it's 4 o'clock now. And in theory, I have got 6 hours before I have to, what was it, 6.5 hours before I have to get back to camp. It's like a whole day, isn't it? Hours. Scanning. There's some graves here, a bit like some I've seen in the Suffolk at Walsham. They're very old, you can tell. And the footstones are very solid, very thick. Small, short, but very solid, and the graves are a bit eroded. They're almost rounded, like someone's been rolled into a bandage. I'm just going to take a picture of them. Those wibbly stones here. You've got there's one standing up called John Dublock, who died in 1805, in his 88th year, and Elizabeth. These are much older. Much older. But maybe that... Anne Weston, late of Argos Hill Mall, in this parish. 1852, he was 53, and his wife Elisa died in 1872, age 73. Then there's another John Weston. There's John Weston, right near the church. That's an old one, and his wife Sarah. So Weston is quite a common name, and round here it is anyway. Yeah, I think I've come across tooth before. There's a whole row of them. These have been repositioned because they wouldn't normally be like that. William Tooth, could be 16. Francis Tooth, 1813. Mary, 1853, she was 15. Thomas Rook Tooth, age 76, in 1822. And then there's a list of children as well. So there's a whole little Tooth family. There. We're nearly round now. Nearly done the full circle. We haven't found any moons. We found a reed and a bus. Oh, my bloody foot. Excuse me. I'm not that ill. Alright. In theory I should call it a day really today. I should do. Done a lot, but I'll have one more last look in the church before going back and having a cup of tea. Homemade. Just go back and have one more look in there on the net. We had lots of beautiful stained glass windows. Very, very pretty. Of course, the man I spoke to in where I went to earlier at Rotherfield, he was telling me about the lights, how they have light effects at weddings and funerals, and there's like a stage in here. There's lights. You know. Yeah, I'm inside the church of St. Dunstan's. Right then folks, that's all for now. I might be going off to Tunbridge Wells, so I'm going to see how I feel. Because obviously I can't seem to walk very far at the moment with that foot like that. I'm going to have to take a painkiller and... Oh, listen to that. That was just the quarter of an hour chime. I'm just going to sit over here for 5 minutes. Just to hear the peace. I've got St. Dunstan, the statue there in front of me. The Virgin Mary over there. Lots of pictures of angels, knights. Over and out, folks. It's weird. I'm sat in the car park at Mayfield. Crisps have just fallen all over the road. And I'm just watching this big black cloud that's been swirling around for quite some hours now. And it actually looks like it's forming a massive tornado. It really does, like you see on the telly, because you see everything on the telly now, don't you? And it's going round in a circle. It's very big, very big. It's very menacing. Anyway, it's the 28th of July. I thought I might mention this in case something happens. My toe is really, really painful now. And it happened from the time I can't see any mark touch anything obviously. There's something stuck in my toe this morning. And my toe doesn't want to move, and it's extremely painful. I might have to go to hospital. If it doesn't get any better, it's really hurting. I've got to take 2 painkillers. It might bring another. Don't know how long it takes to have an effect. Don't always kill you, of course, but I can't actually feel that. Oh, it's really painful on the end, where whatever it was got in my foot. I can't actually see, but I've got dodgy nails anyway. I've got I have to treat them up. I've never always had it in this nail. Yeah, I mean, it could have been an adder in there, couldn't it? Not me. It felt like a thorn.
Well, thank goodness for that. Crunching and jamming. Oh, awful. Yeah, my toe did eventually get better after a couple of days, but I think it must have been a big thorn or something stuck in it. I don't really know what it was, but it did prevent me going to Tunbridge Wells because I really couldn't walk on it. My toe just swelled right up. It wouldn't move. Anyway, this is supposed to be family tree, folks. I don't know what's next in line. Where do I go next? Oh, right. It looks like I'll be off to Brighton on the next transcription of the audio cassette. Okie dokie. That's stopping now.